friends, my name is Kim. Welcome to Cottage Kim Cooks. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a slow cooker recipe, and we're going to use our Instant Pot because you know, if you've watched my videos, that I'm getting addicted to using my Instant Pot. And we're going to make a recipe from Mabel Hoffman's Crockery Cookery. This is the winner of the RT French Tastemaker Award, and there are a variety of different meat recipes, lots and lots of meat recipes. If you are interested in meat, it is very heavy on meat recipes. So we're going to cook slow cooker fajitas. This is found on page 64, and this is the menu of the week for my store at 28 Marketplace in West Milton, Ohio. So if you are in that area and interested in this cookbook, you can pick it up there. So the first thing we're going to do is, you can make this with either flank or skirt steak or boneless chicken. We're going to use boneless chicken, but the first thing we're going to do is cut up some onion. And we just want to slice our onion like you would for fajitas. And then we're going to cut up a bell pepper, or a green pepper, a red pepper, your choice on the kind of pepper that you decide to use. It does call for using a jalapeno as well. I don't have that, and I'm not going to use a jalapeno. I'm just going to use the green pepper. But I'm going to do something a little different, and I'll tell you about that when we get to that step. But right now I'm just going to slice this green pepper into strips. And let me apologize for the mess over here. We are wrapping Christmas presents, and lots of children and grandchildren to wrap for. And it is a long, arduous process, I will tell you. The buying of the presents is the easy and fun part. The wrapping is not nearly as fun to me. But we're getting it done, but we're using the dining room as our headquarters for wrapping, and we're hoping to have it all done tomorrow. Okay, so we've got our green pepper and we've got our onion cut, and now we're going to cut up our chicken into strips. And like I said, I'm going to do something a little bit different because this chicken does have some freezer burn on it, so I hope that it's going to be okay. It's unusual because it's not that old. I've only been in this house a short period of time. We're going to go ahead and put it in the slow cooker, or in this case in our Instant Pot. We're going to use the Instant Pot as a slow cooker. And my chicken is already very thin. That may be why it has freezer burn. I am cutting off the pieces with freezer burn. So if you are someone that celebrates Christmas, tell me what you're doing. Have you put your tree up? Thanksgiving is past now, and I'm not going to pretend I didn't already have my tree up, because I did. I've had it up since the 1st of November. I'm one of those people. But I feel like whatever brings you joy, do that thing. Christmas was my mom's favorite time of year. She was known for her hospitality, and she was the best gift giver. She was the most thoughtful gift giver I've ever met. She would really know you and think all year long about what it is that she would get for you. And I remember one of the last gifts that she gave me before she passed was tickets to see a chorus line at the Schuster Center in Dayton with my son. And I absolutely love a chorus line, and we of course didn't know that she was going to pass so quickly, and it was the most memorable gift, and I'm so thankful that she gave me that, and I had that memory with my son to celebrate my mom at seeing that play or that musical. Just really, really enjoyed that. And as hard as I try, I am not nearly as good as she was at gift giving. But that doesn't mean I don't try. And I love to welcome people into my home for the holidays. And we'll be having Christmas here on December 20th and December 21st and Christmas Day. And I really, really look forward to that. I look forward to planning the menus, just all the different elements. But this year will be a little different because in my family, the tradition is that you open gifts one at a time. And my new partner has a tradition where all of the kids open at the exact same time. So I can't imagine what that's going to be like. I've never experienced anything like that. Now, the big difference is I was an only child. My son was an only child. Now, I do have 2 granddaughters, but it's still the fun of the granddaughters will get the gifts, and you count down, because the kids typically have more gifts than the adults, and you count down until you all have the same number of gifts, and then you go around, say when you get to 5, and everybody opens one at a time. I mean, the kids will open 2 or 3 to an adult's 1 in the beginning, but then you get down to a few gifts and it'll go around and everybody goes individually, and I try to save the best gift for last. But this year, I don't have a best gift. I can't decide what is the best gift, especially for my oldest granddaughter. Her taste is just changing as she gets older, and what I might think is her best gift, I don't know that she'll think is her best gift. So I'm really curious, and I'm gonna just tell her it's a free-for-all, and you can pick whatever present you want to open first and last. And that'll be a little bit different for me this year. Okay, so I have my hands washed, and now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do a little bit different. So I do not have chili powder here at the lake. I am shocked, but I don't have it. I don't have cumin. I don't have anything like that. I have Cajun seasoning and I have garlic powder. So, and I have crushed red pepper. So I'm going to add garlic powder, a good amount. I'm going to add some crushed red pepper, not a good amount because I'm not someone who can handle spice, and if you've watched my videos before, you know that I am a total wimp when it comes to spice. So you add as much as you want. I think that's plenty. But what I do have is this sofrita cooking base, which is green peppers, onions, cilantro, garlic, and olive oil. And it doesn't have that, it doesn't have the chili powder specifically, but it definitely has a flavor that is going to give it that Mexican fajita flavor, I think. So I'm just going to empty this jar and mix it all in with our chicken and our veggies. It smells wonderful. I got this at that market in Cleveland. I did a video for you when we went to that market in Cleveland. It's not Market District, it's I can't think of the name of it, but it's where they have all the different vendors and different things. So I got this there and have been waiting to use it for something, and I thought, why not? I'll use it for this, and I'll put chili powder and cumin on my grocery list. So we have this on, everything's set. I'm going to click slow cook, custom, high, and I'm going to do 2 hours because that chicken is very thin. So I think it's going to be done in 2 hours. And I'm going to click start. It says it's preheating, and we will come back in about 2 hours and give it a taste. We're going to use those no carb tortillas, the 0 net carb tortillas. We'll use those so that we're still in the window of being diabetic friendly with this recipe, and we will give it a taste in a couple hours. Okay friends, it has been 2 hours and I have checked the temperature, and we're at 170. We want it to be at 165. These are the tortillas that I'm going to use. These are the Mission tortillas, carb balance. So what we're looking at with these is that there are 19 carbohydrates in the tortillas, but there are 17 grams of fiber, so there are only 2 net carbs because there's so much fiber in them. So I'm going to take one of these. Normally I would heat these up, but I'm just going to give this a little bit of a taste. Put this right here. Looks beautiful, smells beautiful. I'm going to give this a taste. It's very good, and that sofrita is really awesome. Gives it a great flavor. What I might do different the next time is saute the onions and peppers before I add the chicken. They're a little bit al dente, and I would like them to be fried more a little bit. But the flavor is spot on. It's very delicious, and I'll give you the nutrition information. So we already looked at our nutrition information. For one tortilla, you're looking at 70 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbohydrates, but 17 grams of fiber and 6 grams of protein, and that's in one whole tortilla. For our chicken, pepper, and onion mixture with a sofrita, we're looking at 250 calories, 10 grams of carbs with 2.4 grams of fiber, so you're looking at a net gain, net carbs of 7.6 8 grams of fat, and 30 grams of protein. So I don't think that's bad at all, and it is a very delicious dish, something different that I would not have thought to use my slow cooker for that. So again, this comes from the Mabel Hoffman's Crockery Cookery Cookbook. It's a revised and updated edition, and like I said, there's a ton of meat dishes in this cookbook. If you are looking for meat specific dishes for your slow cooker, this is a good book for you, and you'll be able to get a copy of that at 28 Marketplace. My store number is 26 within the Marketplace, and I'll have 2 copies actually of the book later on this week. They're open Wednesday through Saturday. I really enjoyed our time together today, friends. I hope you did as well. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I try to post videos every Tuesday and Friday. Almost always they are diabetic friendly recipes.